What's up, my good people? I hope you guys have been taking good care of yourselves. Nairobians, you guys are taking too much tower. Like every cafe I go to, there's like 5 between 5 and 10 people who are having tower. It's okay, you take good care of yourself. If you love it, love it. Now, I want us to touch base on two particular things that I've realized every client that I get is asking me about. Now, that's on prices and design, location. I normally work in Kilimani, Lavington, Kileleshwa, and Ngong Road up to a certain point. Now, for if you're buying houses, let's talk about that. Now, for 140 square meters in those areas, excluding Lavington, Lavington is a bit higher, on the higher side, you'll get it at between 12 and 13 million for these newer buildings. And that's a 3-bedroom that's not all en suite. And I need you to note that. Now, for I have a very nice house. Like every time I take a client there or show clients pictures of that place, they're always like, wow. I took a lady there. No, I took this guy. There's a guy I took there last week. And he was like, are you sure these guys are selling this house at this amount? Because the house looks really good. It's 3-bedroom, all en suite, 165 square meters. Price though is 16.5 million. Yeah, stop being shocked. Now compare that to whichever country you guys are in, especially first world countries. You guys always say that our prices are way too high, but here's a catch. As I'm still on point number one, if you are looking for houses for investment, any person who's called me, any person who's not called me but you're still thinking about it, stop thinking. You pick up a phone and text me or video call me. We should talk. If you're thinking of investment for rental purposes, here's the situation currently and a bit of history on it. In Kilimani and Kileleshwa, I used to have houses for 3-bedroom between 100 and 120 square meters. No, sorry, 120,000 Kenya shillings. That was about a year to 2 years ago. If you look at House Consult Housing Index or Saiton report, they normally send you a report every week. Now, right now, this year 2020, the same houses are asking between 80 to 90,000. Yeah, prices have gone down for rental in some areas. Okay, so I need you to look at a house in this sense. So the question that has been bugging most people is, so if I'm buying a 3-bedroom and then prices go back down again, how will I ever make up the money that I've spent on it? Now, here's the catch. Here's what nobody is telling you. Now, going around all these areas, I'm still on point one, we'll get to point two. Going around all these areas, and you find the houses that are mostly vacant are the houses normally without an SQ or a 3-bedroom that's not all en suite. Those are the houses that normally you find are mostly vacant. So what's my advice? If you're getting a house, especially I'm using a 3-bedroom as an example here. So if you're looking for a 1-bedroom and all that, just note the size and the price, then the location, because it might be in Kilimani or Kileleshwa, but the building next to it is renting for the same design, same style, a way cheaper price than yours. So who has a competitive advantage here for a 2-bedroom or say a 3-bedroom? Any person who's taking a house that's all en suite. In the near future, your house will always have someone, and even if you want to resell it, you'll get a buyer really fast. Yeah, if you have anything that can counter that, you put it on the comments below. Now, on the same point, any person who's looking for houses in these areas and you're normally confused because you go to websites online, and I think I should implement a website that we've been talking about for too long. A website where you have everything in one place. You see the way you guys have in the States or in London, you have, if you're looking for a house and you click on a picture of that particular house, it can take you to that house without even anybody contacting anyone and all that. Now, let's talk about these guys. You're looking at houses online. You go through this site, this site. You call this agent, another agent, another agent, another agent. You guys need to stop doing that, because I've met that just this week, from Monday to date, I've met 2 people, and both of them are all complaining always. I met this guy, he told me this, he showed me this, he showed me that, then disappeared. He showed me this, showed me that, then disappeared. I understand that, because some agents work in this sense. If they have 2 particular buildings in an area, they don't show you anything else, so they just show you what they are assigned to. Then there are these agents who will show you everything, and it's a bit confusing. So what's my advice? If you're looking for a house in these areas, find one person, one individual, sit him down. And I always say, if you can't sit him down face to face, you can do it virtually, or talk, WhatsApp and all that, make agreements and all that, and then stop searching. Why? Because you're confusing yourself. You see, buying a house is not like buying a pack of gum, or a shoe, or even a bespoke suit. Yeah, I went there. Even a bespoke suit, because buying a house is more emotional, and you feel the pinch. I don't care if you're buying a house for 2 million, you feel the pinch. So you want something that and every time you go there, you're like, wow, you feel at home. Even if it's for investment, you want a house that when you walk in or when you look at it, you can even talk about it to anybody else. Okay? So get one agent. Let him do the work for you, show you what is the best, and make sure by the time you make the deposit and all that, you are comfortable with the returns, if it's for investment purposes. Now, point number 2, and this is where it gets all crazy for everybody out here. Now, you go to the internet, you go to YouTube, you go to your websites, Facebook and all that. You see these 2 houses, 4, 5 houses, all that. I don't understand why it's so much. It gets to your mind so much that most of you, what you do is, what I've seen it with most clients is, you go around, talk to this agent, call another one, and one particular house in Kenya, you don't have a situation where a particular building or an entire estate is given to one brokerage. So you'll find one building has like 1,000 agents. So these 1,000 agents, just a number, these 1,000 agents will all want to show you the same house. So if today you go to this agent and tomorrow you go to another agent, you'll technically be confused by who's dealing with who. I've had situations whereby, especially on Kiambu Road, I've had a situation where I lost 2 clients this year. So I take a client to an estate, I show the house. The owner and the client, they disagree on price. So what does the owner do? Leave it. The client goes back there, goes back there just to look at the neighborhood and all that, meets another agent. The agent shows him another house. Then they disagree on price, so they disappear. Client calls me, tells me, now this is what has been happening. I'm like, okay, so you decided to go back there without telling me. Well and good. It's not illegal to do that. You can do that at your own volition. Nobody can stop you. But the problem with doing this business like that is you don't know who you're dealing with when you're dealing with so many people. Do you understand me? I know most of you have gone through this. Anybody who has bought a house yet in this country has been through this. If you're dealing with so many agents that you are never sure what is going on, So my advice in this point is, get an agent. One particular. Stop going to 10, 20 people. One particular agent. Give him the job. Like the way I do my job is, if you're my client, you're assigned to me, I'll do the job for you. I'll go around if what I have doesn't suit you, I'll go around left, right and center until I get what you need. I won't stop. Nah, I will not stop. Anybody I've sold a house to will tell you, I will not stop. But I'll show you houses that are worth it. If it's for investment, we have to do the maths. If it's not worth it, I won't even show you the house. Why? Because I don't want to waste your time. In this business, you don't want anybody who's wasting your time. No. Even a single hour, you don't want that. You want somebody who understands, this is what I want. I'm not sure about it, but in my thinking, this is what I want in particular. So can you get me something close to this? Most likely what you want is we can't actually get, but we can get something really, really close to that. Okay, so if you have understood what I'm trying to point out here is, number one, note the location of the house. Stop comparing it to other countries, because as much as you might want to compare that, how things are set up here, this is how the Kenyan economy works in terms of marketing and buying of things. People here buy based on hearsay. So let me give you an example of let me give you a good example of these projects, these affordable houses. Most people you will find will buy because they've been told there's a bypass coming up somewhere. Yeah, or the government is planning to build something somewhere, so prices shoot up. That's how this market works. That's how this market works. Please understand that. Let nobody tell you the GDP of Kenya is this amount, Nairobi's growth rate is this percentage. Nah. Here, that's how things work. In the point number 2, if you're looking for a house and you want to make sure that you get something close to what you want, or even have better advice and I've seen guys who buy houses and you want houses for investment, so you have like 20 million and you want a 3-bedroom, and then I sit the guy down and I'm like, if that 20 million you just get 1 3-bedroom and it's giving you 90,000 per month, yet you can get a 1-bedroom at around say 6 or 7, around 6 7, so that you get about 3, and then the 1-bedroom gives you about 40,000 every month times 3. That makes a lot of sense. But you'll find agents who just want to sell you that 3-bedroom, that 1-bedroom, like take this. It's like I'm pounding you, just buy. It's like the way you go to a car dealership and the guy looks at you is like, you just get this car, it's a nice car, the mileage is okay, and you know for sure it's not. Yeah, so those 2 points, take notes, understand them, and please heed to them. You'll never have issues ever again. Now, I'm available any given time, even if it's for questions, even if you just seated somewhere and you're like, let me talk to this guy and see whether let me tempt him. Any kind of question you have in terms of real estate in those areas that I've talked about, or in Nairobi in general, just questioning and all that. You're thinking of settling back here, or you're thinking of investing here, you're thinking of going to say another town and you're not sure how that works out for you, I can do the consultation for you. I do that because if I don't give you the information, nobody will. Like, if you look at Kenya as a whole, this video has become longer than I thought. But if you look at Kenya as a whole, you go online and search for who can give you consultation for this, who can do this for you, can do that. There is no particular one point for all that. You'll find websites where you can search for houses and all that, but if you have worked with people here, you know it doesn't turn out really well. So take good care of yourselves. I'll leave my number in the comments below or in the description below. Call me, talk to me any given time, guys. You guys in Canada right now, I think it's still morning. I think it's about still morning, because you guys about at 7 a.m. It was about 3 p.m. here. So yeah, take good care of yourselves. Call me. Okay, cheers, bye bye.